Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a cleaning out, get it all done, decluttering, you name it style video. I have to completely clean out the fridge and freezer because the new one is on the way. Hallelujah, we finally were able to swing that and make that work. I promised going through my cleaner cabinet because that is an absolute wreck, and cleaning out, decluttering that, and just other places all throughout the house. Sounds good? Stick around, thumbs up, subscribe, all of that, and I'm jumping right on in. And this very much broken thing is finally going out today. We've had a towel down here for several weeks now. You could see where the water is just continuing to get worse. We turn it off all the time and the kids turn it back on. But if you haven't seen it, this leaks. I'll show that again in a minute. And it fills this with water. It fills this frame with water. It's just a disaster. That one broke a long time ago, that drawer is cracked and broken. This one doesn't stay on its rail anymore. This shelf is giving out. Like, this whole thing is having major problems. This shelf right here barely stays in its hole. Actually, on the back one back there, I've got it rigged so that shelf will stay in. It's one thing after another. This little gasket right here has popped out and broke so many times in the ice maker. These shelves, I've replaced that bottom one twice, and I believe this one once. It's been a disaster.
I was at the wrong place at the right time.
The day before doing this with the refrigerator was actually trash day. So there's no extra crap in here. I've already taken everything out. Everything that remains is stuff we plan to keep, and it's going outside into the garage fridge and freezer. Well, this has been several days now and all of it is still out there, including all my baskets for the refrigerator and the freezer, because I don't know where I want to put them in the new one yet. And I thought the loaner was only going to be here, you know, a day or two or maybe a week at most. No, right now tentatively we're looking at February 11th or sometime during that week.
Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna love out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder. We went to a small bar with neon lights. Talked about
So I clearly did not think something through. For one, that's lunch and that's soda to go with lunch, so we can clear that out, and then all of this is emptied out as well as that, and I'm like, yay, cool, we're ready to go. No, we're not. I completely forgot to clean off the top. This area has always been like a catch-all. I keep Alexa up here just because it's easier for me to see her screen and still talk to her and hear her outside of the kitchen, because like she reverberates off this wall. It kind of works really well to hear her better. But otherwise, it's always the most random, like extra candy and stuff the kids shouldn't be eating. Cookies, hiding away from the kids. This thing because it's annoying, so I hide it away from my daughter. But this is just where all this goes. Anybody who does store stuff on top of your fridge, what do you use up here so it doesn't end up looking like this? This is just sad. These are from like September. And so are those. Like, just more Halloween candy.
love out loud. Love.
From having that water leak so bad, this is what underneath our refrigerator looked like. Right now my husband is helping me clean it up because we have to get it out of here before the new one comes in the front door. So we're just using Ajax and some Dawn Power Wash, and it did work really well. There's not much left underneath there, luckily, but there is some staining to the tile that's just not gonna come up ever. And they had to take my front door off to get the new refrigerator in here.
Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder.
The new fridge is here, and yes, as you can tell, it is dented very bad here, here, and there. Now, I have already spoken with the people at Lowe's. They do have the pictures of the damage. This is now considered a loaner, and they'll be contacting me in 24 to 48 hours to discuss bringing a whole nother brand new one. So I'll have to go through this again. But for now, at least we do have a refrigerator, even though it is in really messed up shape. I'm not gonna open this and give you guys the actual tour inside of it yet because it needs 4 hours to cool completely, and I want to be able to use it tonight. So in several hours, we'll get back to all of this. So this is definitely gonna roll into a day 2 because I cannot touch that refrigerator for another several hours. So I can't take it apart, clean it, put the new stuff in it, put the old food back in it. I can't do any of that for a while. So I'm on hold there. I really don't wanna do the cleaner closet. And then my mom called and said that she wants the grandbabies for the night, which means date night. As promised, the chemical closet will get done tomorrow. And like, there's the organization on the side and all the way down to my mess. So don't worry, I'll be tackling this tomorrow on camera. For tonight's date night, I saw this really cute thing on TikTok and I'm gonna do it because Tristan had some index cards that he still hasn't opened and it's halfway through the school year. So you write 2 or 3 different cards for each thing, the outfit, where you're going, activity, dessert, all of that on the cards, and you let someone pick. So I'm gonna set these up for my husband. I think I did pretty good. I covered his 2 favorite things he likes to eat, so any kind of steakhouse or wings. I covered dessert for ice cream or cookies, because cookies is his favorite dessert ever. Some kind of activity, arcade obviously is more fun for that, but shopping, because you know, I gotta have something in here too. And then home or to another bar for a drink, so I think those will work. And I didn't even mean to put it on this box, but if anybody can guess something I'm working on with this, I'm really curious if you know. Officially day 2 now. After last night, we got home I think only like 9:30, but still I didn't want to do anything except for relax in my bed. So first things first is I've got to get all that plastic and everything off of the inside of the fridge because it is completely cooled down and ready to use. So that's step 1. I'm still very much excited about the new refrigerator, but it has been, like I said, almost a week now since I filmed this and I'm putting it up, and I have yet to organize either the refrigerator or the freezer. There's just a few minimal items in there, and I'm mostly living out of my garage, fridge, and freezer because I just don't know what to do with this thing because it's so different. It doesn't have a drawer for the freezer or like one door. It's got the 2 broken apart. The whole refrigerator just has different shelving numbers and spacing. So for me, this is one of those projects I'm just gonna have to tackle one day when I'm really in the mood, but I just haven't really been, and just kind of going with the flow, treating this as a loaner instead of treating it as my refrigerator, which I shouldn't be doing. It's been a pain in the butt the way I've been doing it. So probably this weekend I will finish this up and make it actually ours for the next month. All the shelves and everything are in. I'm gonna go through it in a little while with an antibacterial wipe and just wipe it all down. But I'm not doing too much of this since it is only the loaner for a couple days. This right here, this refrigerator will do ice cubes and ice bites. I'm just waiting for it to actually click in because I have to dump both of these twice before we can actually use it. And I'm trying to figure out how to get it to start. So that's my next thing. And then in here, we have this water pitcher. I already dumped it once, it just refilled, so I'm gonna dump this again. And then I need to put a bucket under this and let this filter out some water as well. But this fridge does have this little beverage center door to hide the water faucet. And then you can actually just open the whole door and go into the real fridge. And then there's more shelves back here and then into the whole fridge. And then this I can divide up into 2 shelves if I want to. But for the loaner, I'm gonna leave it alone. And then 3 more over there. This was actually the refrigerator my husband picked. We walked around Lowe's on 3 different occasions looking at every single one of their display refrigerators when ours started breaking months ago, and this is the one my husband's had his eye on. And I'm really starting to actually like it because there's no handles or anything that I'm gonna have to like get behind and try and clean. So I think this will actually work the best for our family.
To be there and baby dancing.
I don't know what it is with towels in my house recently, but it's like my kids are going through 3 and 4 towels every time they shower. I know that's not really the case, but I'm constantly having to wash towels recently and I don't fully understand why. But I did get a load of those started and I'm wiping down the refrigerator and the freezer with antibacterial wipes. You guys have seen enough of this thing in this video so far, so I did cut this part pretty short, but this way you do know I am sanitizing this thing before using it.
I don't fit
And now on to the storage closet. We don't have very many closets in this house, so we make do with what we have. So this closet gets games, books, cleaners, art supplies, bubbles, all of it. You name it, it's in this closet. So I do have to do as much as I can with the little bit of space that we do have. It is also very hard for me to film in this closet, so you're not getting a whole bunch of footage of me actually working on it, but I did the best that I could. But this little closet is, like I said, very difficult to film for you guys. One thing I will say, if you are low on space, go as high up as you can to the roof and add anything to the back of the door. Like this is a shoe organizer that I use for my extra bottles. It just made life a whole lot easier because I can just grab what I use very frequently and go. And I really don't know why the camera kept like shaking back and forth here. There were no kids, no dogs, nothing. So I don't know what its deal was, but I definitely cut that footage too, so you guys didn't like get motion sick or something watching that.
I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. You can.
I was able to make all the board games fit, so that was good. The books are still a little messy, but there's no more space because I've got books there and there, so I've got to figure that out. Ignore the sound of my washing machine. I've already told you guys that thing is awful. This is all school supplies, Play-Doh, all of that. And then down here, that's cards like Uno and stuff because there's no other place to put them safely up top. This is use all the time, kind of, not really, never really used whatsoever at all, so that way the kids know if I tell them where to go. And then here's the funny little thing. If you guys remember back when all of the holiday scents were coming out for like Christmas time and winter, I was trying to get Snowdrop and I could not find it. This is one of my bottles from last year, very much full, and now I have a bottle of it. It was buried way back there. I thought it was one of the eucalyptus bottles, which I don't like the scent of at all. No, it was a Snowdrop. But at least now this is done, fully functional again. I know where all of my cleaners are. I got rid of a few very empty bottles, like I had an empty Folex in here. This I'm about to go spray down the couch and that will finish off that bottle. And then all of these are cleared out. I just kind of have to organize them because there's no rhyme or reason to where every bottle is. But all of this is now almost gone and usable. Like most of these only have like a quarter to a third of a bottle. Just took the blanket off the couch. I haven't put the new pillows out here yet. This is just the touch activated one. Honestly, it does really good, like better than normal. Let me get you refocused again. Normal Febreze, but it doesn't last near as long as I think it should. Okay, but I did manage to get the whole couch before it just died. So at least the couch will smell pretty for a few days. I was switching the load of towels and I asked my daughter to go bring me all of the kids' clothes in the house so I can get it washed because it was the weekend. They needed it for school in the upcoming week. And the thing with doing laundry with kids, my daughter just went shopping with my mom. She got a new pair of jeans and of course she just hands me all the clothes, tags still on, ready to throw this thing in the washing machine. That's just life with kids.
Had we met before, instant chemistry, was so glad you came. Had we met before, laughing instantly, but
This video keeps going in a million different directions. I am stopping again on any of my cleaning and stuff because I'm still trying to figure out what is going on with this. The water pitcher inside of it is filling and doing everything just fine. This water's working just fine. I can't get ice to save my life. I've tried numerous times. So there's one problem. And the second problem is my parents, every time they get a new TV, my brother or I get one of their TVs that they don't want anymore. Well, now I have to switch the TV in my living room because they just got a new TV, so we got their old TV. But like this, I've been waiting for hours and hours trying to get it to go. It says it can be up to 12 to 24 hours to start ice, so I'm leaving it alone, but it's supposed to do cubed and bites and nothing is working. I've made sure it's turned on. I've done everything I could, but still no ice is being produced whatsoever. So this TV we got from my parents a while ago. So now they have a brand new one. So their, what, 75-inch TV is going there, and I believe this is a 65. Yeah, this right here is the mess I'm gonna be looking at for the next little while. So as you can tell, there is not much else I can do with you guys as far as cleaning or anything in this video goes. so I'm gonna have to go ahead and stop it. For dinner tonight, I am making my lazy shepherd's pie. So I have done that on the channel before. It's literally ground beef that's been cooked on the bottom, a can of corn that's been drained on top, then potatoes, either fake, instant, whatever you want, and then cheese on top. Very simple. Dessert, I'm actually using this. It is a Halloween cake mix that I still have left over from Halloween. Yes, I'm going to use this and just add a bunch of rainbow sprinkles in there as well and turn this into a regular funfetti mix. And then I have a can of just plain white icing. I'll put some sprinkles to that too. So I'm gonna make use of this before it goes bad. But otherwise, that is where I'm going to end this one. I am hoping that thing starts making some ice soon. Otherwise, I've got to fall down the TikTok or YouTube rabbit hole to figure out what to do with that thing and then clean my house up later after they're done with all the TV and stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.
Drinking by herself on a Saturday night.